Hello everyone, Crypto Lemon speaking. Today is October 2nd. We are Friday, so this is the last daily crypto news show before the weekend. We're gonna talk about the current market state with a lot of things happening. We're gonna talk about stocks falling in early session in the US, and because Trump tested positive mostly to COVID. Hello everyone, Crypto Lemon speaking. Today is Friday, October 2nd, and we have a few news to cover. So first of all, we're gonna talk about the current state of the market. Then we're gonna talk about Bitcoin and stocks falling due to the news that Trump actually contracted COVID-19. We're going to talk about BitMEX and the letters that they received from the CFTC DOGs that are pressing charges against the exchange. We're going to talk about the Kucoin hack and what people are doing to try to recover the money, and the question on decentralization, of course. And we're going to talk about a late yield farming project called APY Finance, which is interesting because it just shows everything that is wrong in the yield farming space at the moment. So before we begin, I would like to ask you guys, I intended to do a thorough video on EOS DeFi yield farming. If you are interested, there are a lot of things happening. You know why I like EOS DeFi? It's mostly because it's feeless, and there are a bunch of really cool developers and organizations developing really useful tools. So if you like me to do that this weekend and publish it this weekend, please comment in under the video. Please also subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps me a lot to get some visibility. So first thing first, crypto market cap at almost $340 billion. It's been bouncing back a bit during the past hours, as well as the stock markets actually. So Bitcoin at 10.5k and a lot of red during the night. We can see here the drop. We went from 10.9k to 10.5. Now it's stabilizing and trying to bounce back. We also have futures that are quite low, if we're being honest. Like the open interest in BTC futures is almost as low as in March, which is not really bullish, but it also means that a lot of liquidity is not in the market. So if we had some up move, maybe some of this liquidity will have to jump back in and therefore push the prices higher. So we had the BitMEX liquidations following the CFTC inquiry. So we had, I think, $15 million of sell liquidation. This is what first made the Bitcoin drop, and then later on we had the news about Trump and COVID. What else is important? Ethereum miner fees at top. Well, this is not new, but actually it's been going down since, as we were talking for the past few days, DeFi craze on Ethereum has been a bit stabilizing and even deflating if we look at it in terms of Ethereum transaction or fees. So this is what made the global markets go down. What's interesting is that Trump announced he will quarantine as he enters the final months of his re-election bid. Major party opponent Democratic nominee and former Vice President Joe Biden has been touring the Midwestern states following a debate with Trump on Tuesday. So this is really a bad time for him to get COVID, as he will not be able to make these huge rallies and pump up his following base. So the markets, as we were talking, we have most of the either basic resources or S&P future. You can see it here. It's losing almost 1.5 to 2% if we look at the Nasdaq. So this is not horrible. It could be worse, but this is definitely also driving crypto markets down. The news of the day, of course, is a crypto trading platform BitMEX that has been, according to the CFTC, DOG, and all the US regulator, attempting to evade US regulation. So what they say is that BitMEX has been serving a lot of US customers, even having some people on the ground in the US, whereas it has never registered with the appropriate authorities. BitMEX says that they were in compliance with regulation, and that they have always worked with regulators to know exactly what to do. But in the end, the complaint has been filed, and so we should see what's going to happen next. But I'm afraid they might crush the exchange. At the moment, what's important to say is that the exchange is working normally, and there has been no prevention to withdraw or any kind of limitation for the customers. What I will advise, of course, if you are a US customer, you should get out of the exchange because you are the one most at risk. But for European customers, I think it would be fine. I would still withdraw just in case if I were you. I'm not on BitMEX, so this is not really a big deal for me. And what people have been saying, I think I missed it in the previous one, is that actually BitMEX has been losing ground to other platforms since the drop of March 2020 with the COVID and crypto markets and stock markets going down, and BitMEX had a lot of liquidations with a lot of issues relating to that. But since then, if we look at this graph, you can see BitMEX here, which had a big share. Since then, its share has been rather limited, and we've seen new players getting a bigger chunk of the BTC futures and other cryptocurrencies derivatives. You can see Binance that got a piece, Bybit, and all the usual suspects, OKEx, FTX, and all these other players. Kucoin asks, so something that I did not know. They always claimed it was 200 million that was stolen by the hackers. Actually, it was not. It was more than that. So you have the split here. Hackers tried to sell through Uniswap, Kyber Network, 1inch Exchange, and other ones. But due to the fact that they tried to sell a lot of ERC-20's token, that was supposed to be for some of them decentralized, but we just found out that the team, managing team, can actually freeze some of the tokens. So namely Chainlink or Ocean Protocol, but there are plenty of others. Kucoin has been able to recover a lot of this money. So 140 million has been recovered. 17 million is already lost, and it remains to be seen for the $124 million that are left, that are mostly in privacy coins and censorship resistant coins, if exchanges or other actors can do anything about it. So actually the hack is more like 270 to $300 million, not only 200 like I've read a lot. But getting by 140 million straight away is quite good, but he also just shows us once more that most of the protocols are not as decentralized and censorship resistant as we would like them to be. Yield farming platform APY Finance logs $67 million in first hour. So this is interesting. This is a new token, a new yield farming that's gonna revolutionize everything, like they always say. But the thing is that it just shows that everything is determined even before the public sale. Like for example, for this one, we have 20% that went to seed road investor at not even 10 cents per token, vested for 1 year. 16.5% that went to strategic investor for 13.5 cents. Then we have 20% for the team and advisor. So once the entire APY token supply is released, the community might control as little as 43.5% of the entire ecosystem, while they will do most of the liquidity mining and providing most of the revenues and not development, but the network effect. So this is something that's been going on for a while in DeFi. I don't like this. I don't think it's how it should be. So I don't like also the Degen kind of thing where they mine everything and it just dump on your face. The whales dump it on your face. But this is not fair that after a full liquidity mining, you get a bit more than 40% for the community, and the rest for people that either got early or will get free tokens. So this is all for today. I wish you all a great weekend. Please tell me in the comments if this EOS DeFi video will be interested for you, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye guys.